Hi there, my name's Kate and this is Ben, and we're just backstage at Black Bear Lodge. We're about to play our first show of tour. We're just going to have a little chat and get to know each other. So Ben, how you doing?
Very well, thanks, Kate. Trip up from Tassie was good. Long drive in the car, but we're here.
4 days?
4 days in the car, in the van.
That's commitment.
All 5 of us, and then a few joined later.
Great.
It's good.
I have a few questions for you. My first one is, what's it like being based in a city like Tasmania, and what are the particular advantages and disadvantages?
It's good. Being from Tassie gives you a lot of space to write. I think it's not a lot of hustle and bustle that you get in a big city, I suppose. Not that I know, because I've never lived in a big city.
Me either.
But it's really good. I think that the only disadvantage is travelling, which you'd probably understand as well. It can get expensive, especially if you've got a big band, but it also gives you an vantage point. I think people will like to come and see a band that they haven't really heard of because they're from a different kind of area.
Yeah, well I guess that's what I found growing up in Townsville. It's really good to, I guess, build up your own fan base in your hometown and then and get good.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's the advantage, I think.
Yeah. Playing to friends, it's falling on the easy years rather than judgmental ones.
Definitely. What are your 5 must-need things to take on tour?
5 must-need things. iPod full
Makeup.
of music. Yeah, that's a definite. I think a good book is a must-need.
Yep.
What else? Clothes, the obvious. A guitar is a good start.
Yep.
I know our drummer, this is an odd one, but his must-need is protein powder.
That's like my drummer!
No way.
Yeah! Oh my gosh! My drummer is a gym junkie.
Yeah. Same.
That's awesome. They'll get
weird.
along well. Cool. Okay, so the next one is paint the picture of what it's like being in the Benwells and the Middle Names tour van.
Messy. The last tour we did, we had 2 more people, so there was 9 of us in the van.
Yeah.
And it was just next level messy. Like your feet didn't actually hit the floor of the van; you just had stuff under you. It's a little bit like that this time as well.
Yeah, ours is like crushed up shapes on the floor, and
yeah,
I know how it is. What was the first concert you went to ever when you were a child?
First concert, bar the Wiggles. I think Darren Hanlon, and we were talking about this last night. Darren Hanlon, my mum knew. Well, the babysitter, my babysitter when I was a kid was the drummer who drums for Holly Throsby now, I think. Bree Van Wright. Yeah. And she managed to get me into the gig and got to meet Darren and stuff. And
How old were you?
12.
12.
Yeah,
Nice.
in the Republic Bar, and now we play there at home. So
making
cool.
connections young, getting your foot in the door early.
Yeah. So we talked about me coming from Tassie, Townsville, similar size kind of cities. What's it like coming from Townsville?
Townsville, it's a great launching pad.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely has its disadvantages when you're getting show offers down south. It can really rack up a bill fast. It's really expensive to fly out of Townsville to anywhere, so you've always got to be looking out for cheap flights and stuff. So the practicality side of things can get a little bit messy sometimes.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think growing up in a place like Townsville, it's impacted me positively in terms of my music, because there's no distractions in a smaller town. You can just focus on music and writing and cultivating your skills without pressure from the big city, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
And like trying to meet other people's standards, and it's kind of like a bit of a race, or like, there's definite hierarchy, and the bar's always being set higher and higher, and I think it's refreshing about small towns. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I notice there's lots of good bands coming out of Townsville, obviously the Middle East, and it's funny that some of those guys are playing in your band, or you've played with them before, and that's exactly the same in Tassie. Like I played drums in Seth's band, and and everyone kind of plays in everyone else's
Would it be
band.
appropriate to describe our music scenes as incestual?
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't know if it applies.
I think it'd be okay for Townsville. It definitely wouldn't for Hobart. That we've got a bad rep as it is.
Oh.
I can't go using words like that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, it's very integrated, and everyone knows everyone. So I think that's the best part about it's like a family vibe, you know, and everyone's really connected.
Yeah.
So everyone's looking out for each other as well. So I really appreciate that about Townsville.
Yeah, definitely. One more question. What albums are you listening to right now?
Right now, I'm listening to. I said last night at the round that I was really loving Metals by Feist.
Yeah.
That was recorded in November last year, and I've only just had the chance to get into that now, and just admiring her production work.
Yeah.
The way she approaches post-production is just amazing. It's really inspirational to me. And then I'm always listening to, I guess, albums I've always listened to. I never stop listening to them. Ones like, I love the Pixies.
Yeah,
I love Doolittle.
definitely.
So I'll always have that on, or Team Sleep.
Yep.
Beach House.
Yeah.
Sally Seltman. They're always on high rotation in my iTunes anyway. So yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So Ben, why don't you tell the folks at home about our upcoming tour dates?
You can get all the tour dates on Facebook and on the Twitter, and we're going Queensland, New South Wales, and in Victoria, and lots of dates in all those places.
Yep, it's going to be a big one.
Mm-hmm.